Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Bobcats will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. He's got the tight end. Strong, firm tackle. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off play action. Takes a hit as he fires. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lloyd. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bobcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's got it again. Can't get him to the ground. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Ruiz. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Gives it to the back on the draw. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Ruiz. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Hood. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Bobcats line up to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Hall. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, that was almost disaster for this offense. If he holds on to that, he might run forever. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Hendricks. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. With jet sweep pass. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Finds his target down the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They go to the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll bring it back. It's Hoy. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? The Cornhuskers pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Ruiz. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the returner will be brought down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try to get outside. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. Looking to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the missed connection on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
With the catch, it's Harris. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Tosses it incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Hurst. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. To throw, it's Raiola. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Huskers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They'll throw it on first down. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. This is a 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him in a 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block. It's Lloyd. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Raiola. He fires to the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. 57 yards out underneath. Powers it through the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hood. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Returner runs out of bounds.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. You need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Huskers with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And 1st down for the offense.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Loss of 2. 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he'll bring it back. And the returner is stopped. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together, get some good mojo going.
They make the stop after the catch. It's still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Going up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
35-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Looking for a crease, it's Hunt. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hunt. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. The Bobcats have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Williams. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. It's good.
The kick is good. That makes the score Nebraska 32, Ohio 3.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Here's the handoff. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
They showed this run in the 1st half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the 2nd half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll put the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll run it on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Winters. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Scanning the field, it's Winters. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to North Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll run it on the counter. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Huskers have their offense in high gear. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Getting some heat. And he finally went down. You can't expect to be protected for that long. Just tremendous coverage by the defense.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabs it inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Ohio, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Time to take a shot. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together, and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Looking to pass, it's Winters. He looks that one in nicely. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He's gonna pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Ruiz. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running, gets it to the 34. Spits it out to the back. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He got it.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kicked them in the face?
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.